My name is Thaddeus Thomas. As you may know, welcome to the Residual Boss Executive Workshop Training. Now, what we do is I bring in people that can help make a difference in your life. If you missed some of our previous meetings, just last week we heard from Mr. Brandon Fry, the Director of Marketing for National Wealth Center. He made six figures in 6 months with National Wealth Center. The week before that, we heard from Max Steingart, the father of social networking. He came in, he brought it, just like Brandon brought it. And the week before that, we heard from the owner of Easy One Up and National Wealth Center Multiplex Systems, Mr. Peter Wolfing himself. And keeping in that tradition of bringing it, today we have a very, very special treat for you. But before I tell you about that, I want to tell you about a couple things that is going on with the Residual Boss. Now, for those of you that don't know, Residual Boss is a system that I put together to help everyone make money. It uses three verticals: Easy One Up, National Wealth Center, and Builderall. It is a funnel built into Facebook, so we don't have to worry about getting blocked and banned for sending people to it. And the app that we use has a very good working relationship with Facebook. Well, today we're going to start running our traffic. For those of you that don't know, I produce leads. I have a lead company. We get several data points. We have first name, last name, email address, phone number. It costs about 28 cents to produce these leads. I do the ad, I do the text, so I know exactly what people are clicking on. For those of you that are involved with us with the Residual Boss, I sell these leads to you at cost. We give you 380 leads for 28 cents a lead. That comes to $105 for 380 fresh USA Tier 1 leads. That is cost. And if you don't want to buy the leads from me, I show you exactly how I produce them, the company that I use, so you can produce them yourself. But why do the work and pay the same price? Because I sell them to you at cost. I know how to do it. It's real easy for me. So we're super excited because Builderall has just recently released an SMS application on the platform. So now it's going to be less for us to reach out to these 380 people. So stay tuned for that. Without further ado, let's get into what we're doing. I want to introduce to you today a friend of mine that has been in the profession for more than 8 years. He has leveraged social media to grow his online presence and hit leaderboards in multiple businesses with free social media traffic, including being my #1 producer in my downline for Easy One Up and National Wealth Center. What I mean by that is Mikey joined me in Easy One Up and National Wealth Center a while back, and as of today, he still holds the record of putting more people into both of those than anybody else has come before or after in my downline. So that's what we're bringing you today. He has helped dozens of entrepreneurs build successful online businesses. He has now made it his passion to share his knowledge of wealth and help entrepreneurs like me and you to succeed online through social media and attraction marketing. He is on a mission to help everyone reach their personal, residual, and financial goals in the shortest window of time. It is with great honor and pleasure that I introduce to you my friend and social media marketing guru, Mr. Michael Allen. Hey, Mikey.
What is up, Thaddeus? Can you hear me?
I sure can, brother. Thank you for
Awesome.
being with us today.
Absolutely. I appreciate the kind words.
Awesome. Hey, they're all true, man. You're killing it, brother. You always have been. I want to tell a little bit of our story before you get started, if I can. I forgot to mention this part. But when Mike joined me in was it National Wealth Center, back then, remember they had two leaderboards: one for the person that was putting the most people in, and one for the person that was earning the most income. And Mike joined me. He was already in with me at Easy One Up, kicking ass. And then he joined me at National Wealth Center, and I was like, man, you got to jump up to the highest level. He's like, no. He joined me at the $25 level. And I swear to you, what I'm about to tell you, Mike is the only person that has joined me at the $25 level and continued on. Because usually what happens in your business when someone joins you at the lowest level, they don't have enough skin in the game to really care about what's going on. If you lose 25 bucks, big deal. If you lose $7,500, that's a big deal for real. So a lot of times what happens, imagine this now, You join these businesses to make money, enough money to get you out of a certain situation. Maybe you want to stop working, maybe you want to buy a certain thing, buy a house, buy a car, whatever. It's all possible, right? Okay. Well, if you join any business, not just one of these, but if you join at the lowest level, here's what normally happens. This doesn't apply to Mikey, but this is what normally happens in my decade of experience of doing this. First off, anybody that joins any new business, I don't care what you're selling or how much it costs or what your commission is, none of that matters. If you join a new business and you get 4 sales in your first month, that is absolutely fantastic, right? Wouldn't you agree, Mike? Four
Oh yeah,
sales in your first
absolutely.
month, any business, okay. All right, well, let's say you join at the lowest level. It's $25 and you get 4 sales in that month, and you go through all that hassle of talking to somebody, showing the website, answering their questions, doing a meeting, doing a three-way call with your sponsor and all that stuff to get 4 $25 sales in a month. You've made $100, and you're going to feel like it's not worth your time. That's if you're successful at the lower level. If you're not successful, who cares? You only lost $25. So most people that join me at that level, this is what I'm getting to. Most people that join me in Easy One Up or National Wealth Center at the lowest level usually end up quitting whether they're successful or not. Because if they're successful, it's just not enough money for the time. And if they're not successful, who cares? It was only $25. But Mikey is completely different. Mikey joined me at the $25 level. And back then they had 2 leaderboards, one for the person that was referring the most and one for the person that was making the most money. Well, Mikey was all over. He was all over that one leaderboard, but he wasn't on the other one. He was just putting people in like crazy. It was just amazing to watch him work. I was so excited because he's in my downline. He's making me money too, right? So I'm all excited. So I sat down and I had a talk with Mike. And I explained to him what we were just talking about, and also told him that it takes the same amount of energy to make a small sale as it does to make a large sale. The process is exactly the same. The only thing different is the price. So if you have the ability, like you do, to put people in and build a large team and have a following like that, why not go for the higher level and do the same thing you're doing, just make a lot more money doing it? And he said, you know what, that makes sense. So he went from the $25 level to the $7,500 level. And within a few short months, I think it was when you bought that beautiful bright orange Camaro, it was
Ab-
absolutely amazing. And then since then, Mike has went on to do his own thing, and that's what we want you to do. We want you to learn your skills, and that's what Mike is here today. He's going to teach you some Facebook algorithms, how to make the algorithms work to your advantage. He is an expert at it. If you've not been to his Facebook page, he gets more engagement than probably most people that you know. So I encourage you to go to his page, show him some love, click on his posts, and add to that wonderful stuff, that wonderful positive vibes that he's putting out, because it is absolutely amazing. So get your pen and paper out. We are recording this. It's going to be recorded, but I want you to take notes. I want you to pay attention because you're going to learn some serious stuff from Mikey. Okay, I'm done talking, Mike. The floor is all yours. Thank you so much for being here, sir.
Awesome, appreciate it. I did want to add, it doesn't matter what company you're in, people will follow what you're doing. It was like a week, maybe 2 weeks after I did 7,500, I had somebody join in the $7,500 level.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're going to ask you, where'd you start? Well, I started at the $25 level, but I was foolish. I was new. I was dipping my toes in the water, and I came to terms and I said, I'm going all in. This is something I'm serious about. And that's when more people started becoming serious and getting in the $1,000 level, $2,000 level, $3,500 level, $7,500 level. So if you want to make big commissions, be that leader, be the person that goes out and does it first, and they will follow you. If you're making $25, they're going to go for $25 too, and you both are going to be miserable. If you're doing like a side gig and you just want $25, do it. But anyway, I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible without skipping stuff. So like Thaddeus said, get a pen and paper. Please take notes. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to these algorithms, and absolutely, I'm a nerd when it comes to this because I wanted to master this. Have you seen people that are getting 50, 100, 150, 200 likes, 300 likes, hundreds of comments on their posts? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, you muted and I thought I went blank. Anyway, if that's something that you want to learn, you're in the right place at the right time right now. I do want to tell you that there is going to be work involved in this. So make sure that you're not just getting in here and being like, oh my gosh, I'm going to like put up a post and people are going to flock to me. They're going to love this stuff. That's not how it works. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to cover is your friends list. All right. A lot of people are falling for the hype that you have to have 5,000 friends, and it's a crock. Okay. You don't need 5,000 friends. Why? Because Facebook's algorithm is depending on how many people you connect with inside of your friends list. If you have 5,000 friends and you're only talking to 100 of them, or what? Yeah, 100, you're only doing like a small percentage of what you should be doing. And Facebook is going to say, you're not connecting with everybody. This is a spam account. We're not going to give you the visibility that you're looking for, and we're going to go ahead and dock you. If you go look at my friends list, I'm just over 1,000 people. I had 5,000 and I removed over 4,000 of them, and I'm still weeding people out. People that aren't engaging with me, people that aren't inboxing me, I'm weeding everybody out. And I'm only engaging with the people that are engaging back with me. So make sure the first thing that you're doing is going through your friends list. If you have somebody on there that you're just like, who is this person? I don't know who this person is. They don't have their face. If their face is not on their profile, I'm deleting them. I don't care if you're my mom. I don't care if you're my friend. Thaddeus, if you were to change your profile picture to something different other than your face, I'm sorry, but I gotta let you go, okay? You want to look the part. You want to be professional. When people come to your page, they don't want to see a kitty cat. They don't want to see your car. They don't want to see a beach view. Yes, that was awesome, but they want to see who you are. You are the reason they're coming to you, so make sure that your face is smiling, it's close up, and it's of you, okay? Nobody else, not your kids, not your wife, not your family, you. Make sure it's you, all right? So let's see here. Okay, so go through your friends and start weeding people out. All right. If you don't know them, you don't need them. All right. If they're not connecting with you, if they're not writing back to you, you don't need them. Just start getting rid of people. If you go down to like 10 friends, who cares? Continue building this way. All right. Because if you have 10 friends that are engaging with you rather than 5,000 friends that aren't engaging with you, you're going to have more engagement. Chances are you're going to have all 10 of those people engaging on your post, and you're slowly growing. So start weeding people out. Do it. You can delete like 50 people, wait an hour, go delete 50 more people, wait an hour, go delete 50 more people. And over the week, you're going to be getting rid of a lot of people on your friends list. You're going to be building connections with people that you actually feel could be a fit for your business, or is going to inspire you and motivate you to be a better person. So make sure you're going through that. Now, on the other side, you want to be adding people every day. So if you have a Facebook account that has been around for a couple of years, go out, and there's multiple ways of doing it. I don't want to go into finding friends, but you can go into groups. Don't do spam groups. Go into actual groups, like groups of your niche. If you're selling a weight loss product, go to those types of niche related groups and start communicating with the community. Start being a part of the community and start adding people. Those are people that you want to connect with, not just regular network marketers that don't care about what it is that you're doing. You want to connect with like-minded people. And as Kay would say, like action people, people that are taking the right action, not just like-minded. Everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to be a professional entrepreneur, but not everybody's going to be. So you want to connect with the people that are actually going to take action. So add like 20 people in the morning, add 20 people at noon, add 20 people before you go to bed. Or, if Facebook is not telling you to slow down, add a couple more, but don't overdo it. Don't go to Facebook jail, but be adding people every single day. Now, when you do this, you need to be making sure you're inboxing them and letting them know why you're adding them. Okay. Adding people is just going to be a process for a while, because over time, you're going to have people coming to you, adding you and wanting to be your friend. And when you start doing this algorithm every day, hey, don't do that. When you start doing that every day, you're going to have those people coming to you, and you get to select who you want to be friends with. So now you're adding like 20 new people a day that are coming to you, and you get to be picky about who you want. Oh, you don't have a profile picture. Oh, you look spammy. Oh, you don't look like somebody that I want in my business. Oh, you don't know how to present yourself. I don't need the people that are going to be fake or aren't going to be serious about the industry. So make sure you're going out, finding the right people, and then they will start coming to you as well. So that is your friends. Make sure you're weeding them out. Do not fall for the 5,000 friends. I cannot stress that enough. If you do, you're going to lose every time, and the algorithm is not going to make sense for you. It's not going to work for you, and you might get your account shut down. So 5,000 friends, is what you need to decrease so you can start increasing the algorithm. Now, the next part is this making sense to everybody? I don't know if you can put a comment
Oh
down
yeah, man.
into, okay, good. Like put like a yes if this is making sense. If you are like, I was there too. Don't feel bad if you have like 5,000 friends, because I was there. I know Thaddeus was there. We were like, oh my gosh, our friends list is, we're killing it. You know, we're going to get into this business and we're going to get 100 people, 100 out of 5,000 people. I'm going to be set. Okay. No, it doesn't work like that. Everybody's going to be pitching their opportunity to you, and you don't want that. So make sure you narrow that down. Now, the second part, okay, this is where it starts getting fun. Okay, this is where the work actually comes in, though. Taking people off your friends list isn't hard. I know there's apps out there that you can use. The ones that I was using, like Mass Unfriender, it was a web extension, a Chrome web extension. It doesn't work anymore. So I just go through, and if you click on your friends and then scroll all the way down to the bottom, it's going to give you the people that you do not engage with or don't engage with you never talk to, and just start removing them. You know, go through them. You're going to probably find a lot of people that don't have a profile picture. Remove them. You don't need them on there, but go through that. Now, the next part is the engagement process. Okay. This is very, very important. There's 3 steps. So write these down. Write down 3 steps to engagement: messages, comments, and stories. Very, very important. And in that order as well. So stories, this is going to be the least important part. Okay. But it is crucial. Okay. Stories is what you're going to see up top. If you're on your phone, you're going to see them up top. If you're on your Mac or your PC or whatever you use, it's going to be off to the right. But I usually do everything from my phone. It's a lot easier, but whatever you want to use it. Go through the stories and actually read and give good comments and hit the love button in their story. Okay. Why? Because you are actually giving them love to a post. But the cool thing is, and this is going to be like, this is like secret stuff. I actually had to pay for all this information. This is stuff that I've paid hundreds of dollars for just to get this knowledge, and I'm giving to everybody for free. Stories is going to be huge. So take it from me now. Stories are going to be huge. They're going to be more important than your timeline. They're going to be more important than the news feed. Okay. So make sure you're using the stories correctly. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the stories. You're going to see somebody's post. Maybe they put in an inspirational quote. Put a good comment that goes in with that quote. Do not just spam it. Don't just put like a thumbs up. Cool. Awesome. Love it. Love your account. Okay. Don't do that. Put in a good comment. What this is going to do is this is going to be sent directly to their inbox. So this is warming up an algorithm for Facebook, and it's also warming up the algorithm for the inbox. Okay. And I'm going to tell you more about the inbox here in a second and why it's the most important part. But this is going to be sending icebreakers to people. So if somebody puts up a good morning post, maybe you've seen it, say, hey, what's going on, Susie? Good morning. How's your day going? All right. That's going to hit their story message and go right to the inbox. So they're going to say, oh, Mike just commented on my story. How's your day going? Oh, my day is going great. Now you're carrying on a conversation inside of the inbox. Very important. You want to be doing this. All right. The next thing is going to be the comments. This is very, very important. Okay. A lot of people are going through their newsfeed and going like. And they're just going to think, I'm going to have tons of people liking my stuff because I'm liking this. Well, guess what? Facebook knows. I mean, if you don't know this already, Facebook knows more about you than you know. All right. They're always giving you stuff that you're just like, how the hell did this person know that? How do they know this stuff? So they know more than you, but they are going to know how long it takes for somebody, the average person, to read this post. If you are liking it before that average time, they're going to dock you. They're going to say, you didn't take the time to read that. You're just spamming. You're just out here spamming. So there goes your algorithm. It's going down a notch, and that's not what you want. So you want to take the time. You want to completely read the post. Okay. Don't skip it. Don't go over stuff. If there's a see more button, hit the see more button and read the entire post. And then instead of hitting that like button, that thumbs up button, which I wish I could break that thumb, hit the love button. Okay. The love button means a lot more than a like. Okay. This tells Facebook, oh my gosh, Mike loved this post. He loved this post. He doesn't just like it, he loves it. So we're going to show more of this content to him because that's what he wants to see. He loves it, right? I see everybody saying yes, 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 love, love, love. Now, when you love it, then you're going to put a good comment inside of their post. You're going to give something that, you know, I always put in, I put in the best comment that I possibly can. And that's why this is time consuming. Do you want a ton of engagement or do you not? Okay. Yes, this might take an hour. This might take an hour and a half in the morning, or, you know, you got to do this. Everything that I'm showing you, you have to do before every single post, every single time you do this. Okay. So you're going through, you hit the stories. Now you're engaging. You're going down through the news feed. You're reading it. You're hitting the love button. You're putting in a good comment, because other people are going to see your comment and they're going to say, oh, that's a good comment. I'm going to go follow this person. Right. Or they're going to be like, that's a good comment. I'm going to go to their page and I'm going to message them. I'm going to engage with their stuff. That's what you want. This is reciprocity. I think I said that right. Reciprocity. Anyway, so you're going to give good comments. You're going to hit the love button and you are going to actually read the entire post. Now, the next part is the messages. Okay. You have to be messaging people. The messages, the inbox, listen up, the messages and the inbox is where you need to be spending 95% of your time on Facebook. Stop scrolling through the newsfeed. If you are guilty of this, because I know I have been before I started doing this, I want you to put guilty in the comments, okay? My son's lifting weights. It's so funny. If you scroll through the newsfeed and you're like, oh, kitty cat, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. And then you scroll again. No, it's of a little kid. Oh, they're going down the slide. Oh my gosh, little Timmy, he just fell off the slide. I hope he's okay. Okay. Then you look up at the clock and like 30 minutes has already gone by and you haven't done anything. Are you guilty of that? Put guilty down in the comments, because I know I was. I'm not ashamed to say it. That's why I am now spending only my time doing the engagement process and then getting in the inbox and I'm messaging people. So messages, you always want to be, oh, sorry, I got a message. You always want to be inboxing people. Yeah, I love puppies. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, okay. And then an hour goes by and you're like, I haven't done anything. That's why I'm not growing my business. It's because I'm on Facebook doing what everybody else does that's not growing their business. And they're just like goofing off all day long. So if you're serious about this, make sure you're doing it the right way. You know, stop just being on there for fun. If you want to do that at night, be on there at night and engage with like funny stuff or whatever you got to do. But if you want to be serious about it. You know, it's up to you to do that. But your messages, you want to be carrying on conversation. That's why I'm saying when you add people, hey, you be careful. When you add people, you need to be sending them an inbox and letting them know why you're adding them. Hey, what's going on, Bob? You know, I just came across your profile, or I seen that we had mutual friends. I just wanted to reach out and say hello. I hope you don't mind. Okay, they're not going to say no to that. I'm not pitching them an opportunity, but I'm giving them a reason to write back to me. And I can say, how's your day going? Right? And then they're going to write back. And now I'm carrying on a conversation. I'm not doing anything. I'm just getting that algorithm fired up. Right? So this is the process. That is the engagement process. But I'm going to show you how this works, because you're like, okay, well, what am I going to do with all this information? Right? So 10 to 15 minutes 10 to 15 minutes before you're going to be posting, let's just say for 10 to 15 minutes, you need to be in the stories, right? You need to be reading their story post. You need to be loving their story post, and you need to be commenting on it. Okay. This is firing up stories. This is firing up the inbox. Okay. Algorithm. That's what you have to focus on. Algorithm. Oh, this sucks. You know, this is taking forever. Algorithm. I want 150 likes. I want 200 likes. I want people commenting. I want more sales in my business. Just fire it up, right? For 10 to 15 minutes inside of the stories. Now, then you're going to go to engagement. You're going to go to the news feed for 45 minutes, okay? 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, this seems like a lot of work, okay? You can get by with 30, but how bad do you want it? You want to skip? You want to just ease through it? Or do you want this to work? Because I skipped through it. You know, I was doing 15 minutes, 20 minutes and not really getting anywhere. You know, I got some more engagement, but it wasn't working like I wanted it to. So 45 minutes to an hour, you need to be engaging with people, engaging. You're going to get people that are commenting on your other posts. You're going to get people that are engaging with you. And this is saying, oh man, Facebook is saying, oh man, Mike, he's firing up the algorithm again. He's on the timeline, or he's on the news feed. He's getting, he's messaging people. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing on Facebook, right? So he's going. And now you've done this for 50 or 45 minutes to an hour. Then you are going to be able to go post, okay? Now, write this down as well. Posts that have 85 characters or less are going to get the most engagement. 85 characters or less with emojis, all right, make sure you put in some emojis, are going to get the best engagement. They're going to be more visible to people. Why? That's just what Facebook says. That's what, and if you go to my timeline, go look at my post. You're going to see that my lives that are increasing compared to my 85 characters or less with emojis. I mean, I'm getting like 150, 200 likes, hundreds of comments on my posts because I'm using 85 characters or less. Now, you don't just want to have that all the time, okay? You want to mix this up. You want to make sure like one post a day, at least one post a day is going to be 85 characters or less. Hold on, Bubby. Because you want that engagement. You want Facebook to have something to reach to that is getting good engagement, all right? And it's not going to be poof, you got 100 likes, you like poof, 100 people are engaging. It's going to slowly work up, but this is something that will happen overnight, all right? I don't care how many friends you have right now. If you are doing all of these methods, you're going to have more engagement. If you have 30 likes, maybe tomorrow you're going to have 50, 60, 70 likes. It's something that's going to increase, but you have to be consistent with everything that I am showing you. Hold on, Bubby, I got to finish this. I know. So make sure that you're doing all of that to a T. Don't skip on anything. Let's see here. Sorry, I got sidetracked with my son here. Of course, he has a day off whenever we're gonna do this live. So
That's okay. You're good. You're good.
It is. That's what it's all about, though.
That's
I
right.
love when he's here with me.
That's right. You were at the talking about 85 characters or less and staying in the news feed for 45 to 60 minutes.
Absolutely. 45 to an hour and 85 characters or less. Okay. Now, yes, you want to be having at least one post. Now, you're not going to post more than 3 times a day. Okay. Why? Because you're going to be fighting with your previous posts. Okay. And you want to spread every post out between 3 to 4 hours. So if you post at 6 o'clock in the morning, do not post until at least 9 o'clock, after 9 o'clock. If you do, you're pulling away from your other post, and you don't want to do that because what's the point? Okay. So make sure that you're spread 3 hours apart inside of those. Now, more posts that you can do, which I really like doing, is you're branding yourself through this. You are not out here pitching your business opportunity. This is you. Okay. So I'm going out and I'm finding inspirational quotes, and them are my 85 characters or less, but I'm also getting inspirational quotes and slapping them on one of my photos. Okay. Maybe I was at the beach. Maybe it's just me outside drinking a cup of coffee, watching the sunset come up, the sunrise come up, the sunset come up. Whatever it might be, I'm branding myself. And I do that with my iPhone. I just take a simple selfie, be happy, me smiling. Yeah, exactly. And then I slap up, everybody's got an app. You can go to an app. I pay like $3 a month for an app that does awesome. It does awesome font. You can put whatever you want on there. You can put emojis on there and it works. Okay. People want to see that. And the reason that I mix these in is because it's branding me. I want people to see me whenever they come to my page. Now, I'm giving value. I'm always giving value because it's you is what I'm serving, but I want people to see me. I want them to say, oh man, I just heard this quote and it was on Mike Allen's wall. That's where you need to go. You want to go see this. Or, oh man, he's got this really cool picture. Or man, he just did a live and you need to go see this. I want people pointing people to me. And that's actually been like, I'm getting like 5 to 10 people a day. That's just like, I've been referred to you from somebody from the training that you've been giving. So that's what you're wanting to achieve. So you. So 85 characters or less posts with emojis. Go through my feed, go through Thaddeus's feed, see what other people are doing and start mimicking them. Use their stuff. You can even use their content. But if you do, make sure you're going back a little bit, not just getting their fresh content, because Facebook is going to see, they're going to say, we just seen this. This is duplicate. And I also want to tell you before I forget, if you are guilty of this, I want you to put a 2 down in the comments, okay? Give his post some love here. If you are guilty of this, put a 2. Going to Google and typing in a quote, clicking images, downloading that image, and putting it up on your page. If you're guilty of that, put a 2 down in the comments. We got a 2, 2, 2. Awesome, awesome. Okay, this is a no-no, all right? And I learned this the hard way too. I was doing it. Facebook is saying, we know this URL. Well, why? Because there's 1,000 other people that have been putting this exact same URL up here. They know, even if you're just taking that picture, it's cookied, or there's whatever, I don't know what they call that behind it, but it's got the information stuck into that picture, and Facebook is going to say trash, everybody's doing this, we're going to cut down the visibility, your algorithm's not going to be high now, so do not do that anymore. Stop getting Google images. Be you. Use your pictures. All right, if you have to go outside and take a quick selfie to put something up, go do that. Do not waste your time on using other people's images, even if it looks awesome. Okay, be you. So you can do that. Also, you want to be doing lives. Lives. I don't care if you suck at lives. I don't care if you're terrible in front of the camera. Start doing it. You got to start doing it. All right. I wasn't good. I was always nervous. I was nervous. Like before we got on today, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't spoke other than on my timeline. I don't have a lot of people right now asking me to come speak to their audience. And I'm just like, oh man, what if I mess up? And it's like, who cares if I mess up? You don't like me, who cares? It doesn't matter, because I know people that like me. I know people that love my content, and I'm not worried about the negativity that is coming. This makes you human. If you're trying to be perfect all the time and you take down that video that you did because it wasn't perfect, because you said flip it. Oh, I don't know what the word is. Oh, this sucks. I'm going to go ahead and take this down. You're losing, because people want that. They want to see that you are human. Okay. I was guilty of this. This is funny. Okay. I didn't tell anybody this because, yeah, it's kind of like, what was I thinking? But I would get on here and I would start my live and there'd be nobody watching, or I'd fumble over some words and I would be like, what's going on? Oh man, I think I lost connection. Beep. And then I would end it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, ooh, that was terrible, man. And then I'd get on again and I'd sit there like I was frozen, and I lost my connection again. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to work? And it's like, just get on with it. If you fumble something, who cares? People are not going to hate you for that. And if they do, delete them, block them. You don't need them. You don't need them in your circle. All right. So be doing lives, be doing lives are what's going to get you followers. Okay. I was going to say that in the end, but this kind of goes in with posting. Lives will get you followers. If you consistently give value through your lives, they're going to increase your following, and you're going to get a ton of people that you've never known before that are inboxing you, that are saying, I absolutely love your content. And now you're building more relationships. And now slowly, maybe you can get them into your business. You can talk opportunity. If they love what they do, that's still another connection that values your information. They value you. That's what you want. You want to be seen as that authority, and that's going to give that to you. So make sure that you're doing 85 characters or less, at least one time a day. Make sure you're doing a live, and post 2 to 3 times a day. If you want to put your picture up there with a quote, or if you want to just put a picture up there and put a story in there, because stories are huge. Just put a description of a story about what you're posting. That is huge. People absolutely love that. But do that 3 times, no more than 3 times, and spread it out 3 to 4 hours throughout the day. Is this making sense? Is this good stuff? Am I going too fast? I don't know what time it is. I don't know how much time we got left, maybe 20, 25 minutes. But that's what you want to be posting, okay? Posting is very, very important. Now, you've done the 45 minutes to an hour engaging. Now you've put up a post. Now you want to spend another 15 to 30 minutes afterwards saying, oh my gosh, another 15 minutes after this? Are you serious? Yeah, 15 to 30 minutes afterwards, engaging with people and engaging on the timeline. So when people start engaging with your post that you have now put up, you want to be directly the next 10 to 15 minutes after your post, you need to be engaging. You need to be replying to the people that are active on your post. Why? Because this is how your post goes viral. So before, we've warmed up the algorithm. All right. We were on there for 45 minutes to an hour. I push an hour because I want to reach everybody. If you reach everybody on your friends list and you hit the bottom and you're already getting the stuff that you've already loved, not loved, refresh and start doing it again. If you haven't hit that 45-minute, don't stop. Don't just say, I already went to the bottom. We're going to go ahead and do that. That's like doing 2 sets instead of 3 sets on leg days when you're supposed to be doing 3. All right. Make sure that you do it for the full time. Don't slack. Don't quit, because that's going to be your results. It's not going to affect anybody but you. All right. So make sure that after you post, you're replying to everybody within the first couple minutes. Boom. Hey, somebody says, awesome post. I absolutely love it. Thank you. Put some emojis in there. Start asking them questions as well. Oh my gosh. And building conversations. Now, this is where you're going to be able to get tons and tons and tons of comments. And this is going to keep your post in the feed. It's going to keep more and more people seeing this. So if you have put up your post and somebody, little Billy, says, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. Let's say you did a live. I absolutely love this training. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Hey, what's going on, Billy? Thanks for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you for tuning in here. How's your day going? Following with a question. So now that one comment turns into 2 comments after I comment. I asked him a question. Now it turns into 3 comments, and then I reply back, which turns into 4 comments. And that's just one person. I can keep the conversation going, but you get somebody else that comments on there, and now you're doing the same thing. And that's why, most of the time, your total comments are going to be half of what, they're going to be like organic half of what, because you are actually commenting, you're adding to the comments, but it's still boosting because you are continuously carrying on conversations. Now, another crucial part of this is you always want to leave 1 comment at the bottom open. 1 comment at the bottom open. Does anybody know why? Anybody? Let's say you have 50 comments on your post. You go through, you love their comment, you comment on their comment, and you got that 1 person left at the bottom. Why do you want to keep that open? Anybody? No? It's because when you comment on that last one an hour later, that fires your post back up in the newsfeed. All right? So when you're like, oh my gosh, my post is dead and I've already commented on everybody's post. What are you going to do? You're going to comment down in your own post, make it look kind of spammy, or you're going to leave that last comment to where like, oh my gosh, I just got back home and I seen this other comment. Now you're commenting, and now you see more likes coming in, and now you see more people commenting. You go back through, you got 5 more comments, you comment on 4 of them, you see some more come in, go in and comment on them. And you're going to have people commenting on your previous post too. So you want to make sure that you're always replying back to everybody. I even struggle with that because there's so many. I mean, there's so many people that are now engaging with your previous post, that are engaging with this post. And this is how you start going viral. Is this sinking in? Like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. I can't wait to go do this.
Absolutely.
Like,
I got a whole page of notes.
Am I the only nerd on here?
No, you're not. Hey, but while we stopped, Andrea had a question. She wanted to know how many lives a week should you do?
1 a day.
1 a day. 1 a day. Do you know, just out of curiosity, do you know how many lives you have now?
I'm not sure. I think today I've been slacking.
Yeah, me too.
I've been slacking really bad, but I would say over the last week, I have like 30 new people that I've never met before that have been referred to me because of my trainings. And that's just a week. That's like me stopping. I didn't do a lot of lives before. I just fired it back up. I started going into, value. And if you need help with value, Google YouTube.
Yeah.
Google YouTube. If you're a network marketer, leads, conversions. That's what everybody's struggling with. How to generate more leads on Facebook. Go look at that. Go watch people's videos and pump out value. Do personal development. Talk about whatever it is that you've learned today. You can always give value, and it's coming from you, regardless if it's other people's content.
Right.
But they say 1 a day, and I'm actually getting ready to do a 30-day blitz for Facebook Lives. Cool. If anybody is interested, we can, if you guys want to do it too. What I plan on doing is I want to get a group together, even if you want to like have your people in your group and you can tell them what's going on.
Your group is our group, Well, it's called Residual Boss, Easy One Up, which you're in, National Wealth Center, which you're in, and Builder All, what you know about. That's it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just bring everybody there.
Yeah.
But I want people to be able to engage with other people's. I mean, some will say, oh, that's cheating. Oh my gosh, you don't want to do that. That's cheating. That's piggybacking. Well, in a way it is, but you're starting out. Okay. Maybe you're scared to do Facebook lives. And if you have somebody there with you that is like awesome, just inspiring you, saying, you're doing great, keep going, you're going to keep going. And once you get through a week, you're like, man, this is easy. People are actually engaging with this stuff. This is not bad at all. And then it kind of becomes an addiction, and you keep doing it and you keep doing it, but you got to be consistent with it. I was doing, like trying to do 5 days a week, but I think I'm going to try to do one every day. And with this 30-day blitz, it's going to be either we can come up with topics, or I'm just going to let you pick your own topic and you just go do a live. You can share your live into the group and people will engage with that. And you're going to start seeing more and more people that are going to, engage with you and follow you. Now, some might be saying, well, what if they try to take my followers or my friends list? Well, it's not about that. If you're giving value, then you're not going to be losing people. If you're only in this for money, then yeah, you might lose some people and you might be mad. But if
Right.
you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing and, branding yourself as a leader, who cares? Let them connect with other people, because it's going to be the same way. You're going to have their followers coming to you. Your followers might be going to them. They might like you more than me. They
That's
might
right.
want to hear more from you. And that's what it's about. Always be giving value, and you're going to get back what you want in return.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, So yeah, I got a handful of people now that want to do that 30-day blitz.
Yeah. Me too.
So awesome. Well,
Me too. Yeah.
we'll find out who all wants to do that, and we'll get it going. I'm not sure when I want to start it. It might be beginning of April, fresh month, start something new.
Yeah. That
But
sounds good, man. Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
we get
think
a good group.
I think I have I'm approaching about 650 published Facebook lives.
Oh my gosh, you got me beat.
I haven't even done one in a long time. I've just been working on things in the background. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The Facebook Lives are amazing. The stories are amazing. Your engagement is amazing. And for those of you that are just getting in, you don't know who Mikey is. This is Michael Allen. He joined me in Easy One Up and National Wealth Center, and he set the pace. He brought in more people than anybody in my downline before him or after him, and he still holds that record right now. He has more people in Easy One Up and National Wealth Center than anybody else I've ever brought in to these businesses. So that's why I brought him here to speak to you, to learn the stuff that he gave us. And I hope you guys were taking notes, because there was some really, really good stuff. I'm sorry, Mike. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm a little
no,
carried.
that's totally fine.
A little
And
carried away.
if you guys are in National Wealth Center or Easy One Up, you better get to it, because I've been MIA from both of those for a little while now. And if I'm still ranking, then y'all need to get to work.
Well,
And
you
and
put
it's
in a
not.
hell of a lot of people too, though. I mean,
I did. Well, we just blitzed it. We went all out,
yeah,
but
man.
if you do this right, you're gonna have a ton of people to talk to. And when you think about it, now you have fired up the whole entire algorithm pretty much. Let me see what else I got on my notes here.
I like when
Yeah,
you.
you,
Oh, go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was just saying, you gave me some things that I didn't even know or think about, like leaving that one comment at the end. Don't answer that because it fires the post back up. Man, that's some good stuff. I was looking at your
Hmm.
page. I'm looking at all the comments and all the engagement that you had, and I was like, man, that's awesome. And it's always been that way for you, because you've always been growing. And guys, what I need you to understand, what Mikey's telling you, you have to get started with this right now. Yeah, today. This is something that you can do right now. Doesn't cost you any money. You can bring people. People want to join you. They just don't know about you. You got to get
Hmm.
yourself out there, So this is great, great stuff, man. What else you got?
Well, yeah, I mean, people join people. So if you're the person
Yes,
that's giving them the value they're looking for, they're
yes,
gonna follow you. Even if they
yes.
don't join you right now, they're gonna refer people to you.
Hmm.
Um, and the algorithm is always gonna change. It's
Yeah,
always gonna change. It'll probably change mid-year this year. But engaging with people and building connections and relationships is not going to change. And that's going to be the biggest part of the algorithm. And if you're not willing to do it, then go buy solo ads or something. Because, I mean, it's free, it's easy. Your following continues to grow. You are an authority, and that's what you want. Okay.
yeah,
you can, and I'm not bashing doing paid traffic, because I know there's a lot of good paid sources out there. There's a lot of good leads out there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you buy traffic and you are just, because I had somebody the other day that was like, oh, I'm just going to buy traffic and I'm going to send them my link and it's going to be good. And I said, you're going to make some sales doing that.
Maybe.
Absolutely. But you're not building relationships with them, and they're probably going to leave your business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if you're doing this right now and they're coming to your page and stalking you, I had some girl say, I've been stalking you for a while now. It's like, creeper, oh my gosh. But if they're doing that, you're doing something right. You're
Yeah.
giving value, and that's building a relationship, and you've got a connection before you even know it, just
Yeah.
because you were being consistent. And, you know, that's what's going to build a long business. You know, people build the business. It's not you, not just you, it's people.
Right.
So let me look on here. We got posts 1 to 3 per day. Oh yeah. Okay. Post 1 to 3 per day. If you have to post more than 3, like if you're just like somebody that's got to post 50 times a day, that's what stories are for. Post as many times as you want in the stories. Put your most important, your most crucial content on your timeline. That's what it's for. 85 characters or less, inspirational quote, you know, something along that line. And then put up a live or put up a picture of you. And you kind of have to go about looking into when people are, when they're actually watching your stuff. Okay, if you have one time in the day, like in the evening, that people are actually commenting on your lives, put up a live around then. You know, I usually post about 6 a.m. I try to put up a post around noon, and then I usually put up a post about 7 p.m. That's when I get my most engagement. Now, it's going to be different for everybody. Just because that's my time doesn't mean it's going to be your time. You can post those times and see what kind of engagement you're going to get. But like, you know, like I said, don't think that that's going to be your perfect times as well. I do want to go into one thing real quick, and I wasn't going to cover this, but it's important. If you're doing lives, there's a format that you need to be doing inside of your lives. Okay. When I do my lives, I say, hey, what's going on, everybody? Mike Allen here. I just want to say thank you for hopping on this live. Let me know where you're watching from. Okay. So that's getting them to comment on my live. Let me know where you're watching from, where it is, or you know, where it is you're watching from. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, let me know in the comments, because I do want to give you a shout out. And if you're watching the replay, you do this in the beginning. You do this. Put this in like huge, like stars and everything around your notes. If you are watching the replay, put in hashtag replay, because probably 90% of your people watching the video is going to be a replay. And if you don't acknowledge them inside of your video in the front, they're going to feel like they've been left out. They're going to feel like they're not a part of the conversation. But if you say, hey, you know, if you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments so I can give you a shout out. I love everybody that hops on here. I absolutely, you know, appreciate you being on here, even if you're on the replay. And then you go into your live. And then at the end, if you say, and again, if you were watching the replay, make sure you put in hashtag replay, because I do want to shout you out. I love everybody that comes and checks out my replays, and then end it. You know, but make sure that you're putting hashtag replay. Let them be a part of that conversation. If not, they're just going to feel like everybody that was on the live, that's all you're talking to. And you don't want that. You want everybody to be engaged, because they're going to they will put in hashtag replay. They will then put in where they're from, and they will start putting in comments. And that's just more people that are commenting on your post. And then you get done with your live, you go spend 15 minutes replying back to everybody. Now, if they're just if they put like a heart in there, just hit the love emoji, or not the emoji, but the love button. And then you can go to the next one. Okay. Because you don't want to like make it look spammy. If somebody puts a love heart and you just put like 7 love hearts behind it, it kind of looks weird. But make sure you're replying back to everybody that leaves a good comment. Let's see. 80-20 rule. I hope you all already know about this. 80% of your posts should be value related, and you can put 20% of business. I always keep my business off of my timeline. It does not need to be there. Why? You want the curiosity. You want people coming to you asking, hey, you know, what is it that you do? You know, I see all kinds of value, but I see nothing about your business. What do you do? And that's what you want. Now you can tell them what it is you do, instead of them going to your seeing your link. Don't put links up if you are. They go to your link, or they see what company you're in. They go to Google and they type in all this information, And now they either see the bad comments or they go find somebody in the company that's making a lot of money and they go join them. But if you're giving value, you're leading with value first, they see you as a leader. And it doesn't matter how long you've been in, it doesn't matter what kind of knowledge you know, how much money you're making, they're going to follow you because you gave them a reason to, right? Um, oh, and also the negative reviews that they're going to see. You're going to see that in every business. You're going to see National Wealth Center has negative reviews. You're going to see Easy One Up has negative reviews, and it's because people don't take action. That's probably what it is. Oh my gosh, this company's a scam. I was putting in like an hour a week worth of work, and I didn't get anybody to sign up with me. That's because you put in an hour of work, man. You gotta put in the work. But I mean, they're going to see stuff like that, and they're going to say, oh my gosh, there's so many, this is a scam. But if you tell them, if they ask you what it is you do, say, hey, I'm a part of National Wealth Center, and I've been doing this for a while now. I would love for you to go out and do your own research on the company if that's what you're wanting to do. Just know that there are going to be people that failed inside of the company. It doesn't matter what the company is. Go search any company. You're going to find negative reviews on it. But I do want to let you know that this is a legit company. We have an awesome community here, and would love to have you a part of that. Something that simple.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So do what?
I just want to say something real quick, if I could.
Yeah.
You speak with such confidence. I know you said you were a little nervous in the beginning and you don't usually speak in front of a lot of people, but it doesn't show. And you speak with a lot of confidence, and confidence is extremely important in what we do because a lot of people, you run into a lot of negativity, like Mikey was saying. The majority of people that you talk to are going to tell you no. They're going to tell you it's a scam. They're going to tell you this online stuff doesn't work. Well, you know what? When it comes to me and Mikey, you can't tell us that because we live it. We make our living doing this. We look around everything that we have. This is how we pay our bills and how we make our money and how we have our fun. This money comes from what we do online. We know this. We've been doing it for a long time. And I'm just so overwhelmed to have Mikey here being my top producer, and then the people that we've had speak before Mikey, the director of marketing, the owner of the company. I mean, we talk about rock solid. We got companies that are rated A with the Better Business Bureau. We have companies that are rock solid, been in business for years, the best out there. So I want to encourage you to speak with confidence, just like Mikey does, just like I do. Take our faith, and you have to believe with certainty that you can get the job done no matter what it is you're trying to do, because you can do it. Everything you want is right there waiting for you to reach out and grab it. So speak with confidence, walk with confidence. We are here to back you up. If you need help, you can come to us. We're accessible all the way up to the owner of the company. In our group, we have the people that have been making the most money, like Mikey. We have my sponsors, an Easy One Up and National Wealth Center, are in our group. The owner of the company is in our group. Guys, we have a strong knit community. So speak with confidence like Mikey does. Speak with confidence like I do when you're talking to people about anything that has anything to do with what we're doing, because we are the best of the best and we have the best of the best. I just want to get that in.
Absolutely.
I just want to get that in.
And I mean, a big thing of that is, speaking with confidence is speaking. If you go hang out with your family, you're not scared. You know them. You're not afraid to make a goof of yourself. But if you go do that on your lives, if you do lives every day and be consistent doing that, you're going to have people, and you got to be open to criticism. Okay. You're going to have people that are going to tell you, I don't like this. And you're going to have people that are going to tell you, I love this. And you're going to have a lot more people that are telling you, I love this. And that is going to boost you. That is going to be like, okay, people actually like this. People are actually engaging with this. And then you do another one, and more people are engaging with this. People are sharing your stuff. More people are engaging. And it's like, where's the fear? I mean, the fear is of you having rejection. The fear is of you messing up. The fear is of you, doing something wrong. But it's all in your head. It is all in your head. Okay. Facebook is not like the outside world, like the real world. You can't just be in a crowd of people and be like, I really hate this person right here. Block. Okay, they're still going to be right there. But on Facebook, this is your world. Okay, if you don't like somebody, if somebody's being negative, block. You never have to talk to them again. You never have to hear from them. And take their criticism and fuel your fire with it. Use that to your benefit. If somebody tells you that um, you're not doing something as good, or if multiple people are saying the same thing, get better on that. Get better with that. Or ask people, what do you want me to block? I go off whenever I do my lives. I'm just like, block, boom,
Like,
gone, gone. I'll get the bat out and you're out of here, dude. But I mean, it's super simple.
it
And
is.
that is a two-way street too. Okay, if you're going to be an a-hole to people and they block you, that's going to hurt your algorithm, right? So you don't want to be that person. So be a good person. If you have negative stuff on your page, take it down. I even say, I tell people, you don't have to do this, but if you've got business stuff on your page, take it down. I don't care if you've got 1,000 likes on it. People can see that and they already know what you do. That's like giving up the goods before you even go on a second date. I mean, you don't want stuff like that happening. You want to have that as curiosity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Amway used to do that. You could get all the way from your home to a big meeting somewhere in a large city with a room full of 5,000 people. None of y'all even know what is going on. No idea what the business is. Amway
Hmm.
used to do that all the time. You would never know what the business was. And they got more people, and it was one of the largest verticals ever in history. You know,
Absolutely.
I want to mention you were talking about the haters, people that throw dirt on your name. I heard an interesting story I want to share with you guys. There was a donkey. A farmer had a donkey, and the donkey fell down an abandoned well that the farmer wasn't using. And although the farmer loved the donkey and he really wanted to get the donkey out, he didn't have a way to do so. So after giving a lot of thought, he decided they're just going to bury the donkey. So he called some of his friends over, and they got a big pile of dirt and shovels, and they started shoveling dirt into the well where the donkey was. They were just going to bury him. And the donkey was crying. He was just distraught, when this is happening. And then all of a sudden, they're still putting dirt in the hole, and the donkey stopped crying. They figured they had buried him, so they stopped putting the dirt in the well, and they looked down there, and the donkey was just standing there. And they're like, well, what the heck is going on? So they started putting more dirt into the well, and the farmer looked down to see what was going on. Every time they threw dirt on the donkey, he would shake it off and step up. And the more
Hmm.
dirt they put in, the higher he got, the higher he got. And at some point, he just trotted off and walked off. And the moral to that story is if someone throws dirt on you, shake it off and just step up. Rise above, be the bigger person, and you'll get out of it and just walk away scot free.
Yeah, you're heading in the right direction.
Up. Absolutely. And
Yep.
another thing, and I just want to throw this into it. Sorry. But
No, you're good.
when you said up, you said up. Most of us have been in an airplane, right? When you get in an airplane, and before the airplane takes off, one of the first things they tell you to do is to fasten your seatbelt. And this is what I need everyone to understand. Anytime you ascend to a higher level, and that's what we're doing, we are always, always, always going to that higher level, whether it's we're trying to increase our health, increase the amount of money that we're making, increase our engagement, whatever it is. Anytime that you go to a higher level, there's a good chance that you're going to experience turbulence. So be prepared for the storm. Just like if you live in an area where it's going to snow, before it snows around here, people run to the store and they get water and they get candles and they get batteries, and like 3 snowflakes hit the ground. So in your journey, you're trying to ascend. There's a good chance you could experience scary turbulence. So be prepared. Be prepared. Learn what you need to learn. Read every day. Read every day about what it is
Hmm.
you're trying to do. Increase your knowledge. You know what you can do? Learn to read faster. The faster you can take in information, the quicker you can learn. And if you apply that knowledge, it is just powerful. Okay, all right. Your turn. I'm done.
No, that's absolutely true. And
Yes.
that there's no excuses for not reading, because I have my earbuds and I got Audible, and if
Yeah.
I'm doing stuff around the house, I'm still learning. It's
Listening.
something.
Listening
It
all the
doesn't matter
time.
if it's a hardback paper book or an earbud.
That's right.
Um,
As
man,
a, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good.
Yeah, we're done. I know.
It's your friends list. Make sure you're going over that. Make sure you're weeding people out.
I need
If
to
you
do
don't
that.
know them, boot them. block them, get it down. I deleted 4,000 friends within a couple days. I don't need them.
How? How did you do that? Oh my
Just
God.
consist. I mean, 50 people every hour or so. Just go out and delete them real quick. It doesn't take very long to unfriend. You don't want to do it really, really, really fast.
I think I'm gonna hire
But you can.
somebody for that.
Well, there you go. You can make sure that they're doing the right people, though. You want to
Yeah.
make sure that it's people that you want to connect with.
Yeah, you can't hire
But
anybody for that, right? Right.
your friends, make sure you weed people out. Make sure you weed a ton of them out. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, well, I thought there was hope with them, and then you go into your inbox and you see that they seen your last 3 messages, but they didn't reply back to you. Bye
Oh,
bye.
that's a good one.
Bye
That's a
bye.
good one. Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah, when you go look at when you first off, when you begin engaging with someone on Facebook, always go to their profile and take a look at their profile.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I'm going to share my screen real quick. Normally, and I'm not going to take long, guys. I know we've been here for a minute, but normally, when you go to someone's page, first off, one of the first things that you're going to see, I like to call this the before above the fold. Okay, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to my Facebook page. Get rid of my messages here. Stop it, Thaddeus. Okay, there we go. Okay, anytime you go to any website, regardless of whether it's Facebook or any website where you're engaging, if you're looking at somebody's page, you go to one of your friends, whatever, on Facebook. Whenever you get to their page, before you click on anything, come on, page. Before you click on anything, apparently I can't see my friends. They probably can't see me either. But there we go. Okay, let's pick on Peter Wolfing. When you go to Peter's page, before you scroll down the page, before you click on anything, what you're looking at is called above the fold. And where that comes from, you remember newspapers, when the guy was standing on the corner, extra, extra, read all about it. The most important information was on the front of the page, above the fold, because the newspaper's folded in half. So the information is above the fold. You didn't have to move anything, you didn't have to turn the page to see what the most important event was going on right now. So when you go to someone's website, it's kind of like the same thing. Before you click on anything or move anything around, you are what's called above the fold. And normally on a page, you can look above the fold as soon as you get to a person's page and see if that's the type of person that you want to do business with.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how they're dressed. You can see what their pictures look like. You can see what their last post was. And you can make that decision right then and there. So when it comes to getting rid of people, that's one of the things I highly suggest is make sure you take a good look at them, look at their messages, see how far you go back in messages. Have they been responding to you? Have you been responding to them? You know what I found, Mikey? Because, I got 3 profiles that have 3,000 friends or more. And a lot of times I miss messages. And I'll go back and just go through my messages and find 4 or 5 people that were asking me about my business. I didn't even know it. So
Mm-hmm.
go through your messages. Like Mikey was saying, go through your messages. Okay. Mike, did you have anything else?
Like you were saying on your profile, make sure your intro is good. This is what's you're letting people know what you're about. Okay. Don't say I'm in this company. I absolutely love it. It's going to help everybody. But I'm here to what do I have in here? Entrepreneur. I got a dad, a network marketer. Before I had that, I actually put in helping people leverage the power of social media for business. That's what they're going to find here. Now that I'm getting more traction, I can put in here, I'm a husband, father, I'm a network marketer. I love traveling. I love, I'm God-fearing, CBD. I love CBD. It's helped me. But I'm not putting in what businesses I'm in. I'm
Right.
not putting in how to join my company. I'm not putting in all that stuff. But I'm letting them know who I am, what I'm about, and what they're going to get on my page right there. Also, what I didn't say is, like Thaddeus said, go look at their profile and go look at their last post. You're going to find a lot of people that haven't posted since like January of last year. I mean, it's like, where you at, dude? You sent me a friend request and you want to connect with me, but you ain't posting.
Right.
Bye.
Right.
Um,
See ya.
but I can't stress it enough. Make sure you're weeding people out. If they're not engaging on your posts and they're not responding back to you on your messages, goodbye. If they're engaging on your timeline, and they're seeing your messages and they're not replying back to you, I say goodbye. If you're not going to talk to me in the inbox, if you're not going to build that relationship, I don't need you. I don't need you. There you go.
Mark
Um,
out.
but yeah, you want to get that down to as a few people as possible, okay? But continue growing it. Now, if
Is that chocolate or shit? What is that?
some say it's ice cream, some say it's poop. I don't know.
Okay.
It might
Okay.
be ice cream poo, but who knows? Um, but yeah, make sure you're deleting people. If they don't want to connect with you in the inbox, you don't need them. I don't care who they are. If you have family on there and you're not connecting with them, remove them. You want 100% engagement. Now, let's say you have 2,000 followers. You're going to be like, oh, I can't message 2,000 people a day. You can during the month, though. So if you're going to be willing to have that many people on your friends list, you have 5,000, you better be willing to put in the time to connect with all 5,000 of those people. If you're not, then you better start removing people because it's just going to hurt you. Like I said in the beginning, do you want this or do you not want it? Do you want to have tons of likes? Do you want to have tons of engagement? And don't just do this and not take action. Like there's a lot of people that are on here like, oh my gosh, I got 300 likes on this post. I got like 400 comments on here. People are sharing this. And they're not making any money. It's because you're not asking for a sale. You're not building that relationship inside of the inbox, which you're supposed to be doing, finding out what they do, finding out their pains and their struggles, and seeing if what you have is a fit for them. If it's not, and you still like the connection, keep them as a friend. Build that connection. You might get referrals. If not, you say, they said no to the business, and I really don't think they're going to be a good fit. This was iffy, then remove them. But keep the people that are going to be a prospect or somebody that's going to inspire you to keep moving up. And so, friends, engagement. All right. I'm going to do a quick run through, then I'm done. You got the
Okay.
floor. Friends, 5,000, weed them out. Engagement, messages, most important, 95% of your time, be in the messenger. If you're going to be on Facebook or Instagram, because they're the same, be in the messages, be building relationships, be contacting people, be carrying on conversations. I want a sale out of your head and just care about them. Like Thaddeus said, go to their page, see who they are, see if they have kids, see if they've got a family, see if they like to travel, see if they like guns, see if they like dogs, see if they like poop ice cream, whatever it is, see if you have something in common and build that relationship. If they have kids and they play softball or t-ball or baseball, ask them about how their kids are. Just engage with them. Comments, make sure that you are commenting good comments. This is what going to set you as an authority or just somebody else that's putting in comments. If you're just saying cool, they're going to see that and you're not going to get big results. If you put in a good comment, like if somebody puts in an inspirational quote, top it. Don't like go overboard, but put in something that's really going to hit home that goes with that and
Relevant.
makes people say, oh man, that's cool. Yeah, I totally agree. You're going to get likes on there. And one thing that I didn't mention, and I just learned this, okay? You going out and engaging with other people's posts is building your algorithm too. So just because people aren't commenting on your stuff right now, right away, if you're carrying on conversations with other people's posts, like keep commenting on there and building that, that's saying that Michael's algorithm is still going up on all these people's posts, and that's building your engagement. That's building your visibility. So don't just think, I want it all to be me. Go give the love. Go give the love, and you're going to get it back. And stories, make sure you're, the first 10 to 15 minutes in the stories. After that, 45 minutes to an hour doing engagement. Loving, not liking. Get rid of that like button. Love it. Comment, take the time to read it and then put a good comment on there. And then if you're doing this, you're not going to have enough time to spend on the newsfeed. You're going to have tons of people inboxing you. I promise you. You're going to have tons of people flooding your inbox, and now you're carrying on 50 conversations a day, 100 conversations a day, and that's what you want. You want to continuously be doing this. Make sure you're adding people throughout the day as well. Make sure you're continuously building your friends list with, like action people. And then after your 45 minutes, put up posts. Okay, put up one post. Never post before that 3-hour mark. You post at 6, make sure you don't post till 9 at least. You post at 9, make sure you don't post till noon, but only no more than 3 posts per day. If you have more, put them in the stories. That's what the stories is for, right? Your post, 85 characters and less, make sure you're putting up one of those per day. Make sure you're putting up one of those per day. Facebook needs something to reach from. People love inspirational quotes. That's going to be your hit post. Then be putting in Facebook Lives, giving value, and being consistent with it. All this has to be consistent. Also, with consistency, if you post at 6 o'clock in the morning, post at 6 o'clock every morning. When you're firing up the algorithm before 6 o'clock, you're doing this for an hour before, Facebook's going to say, uh-oh, Mike's on here. He's getting ready to post again. Or you're posting at noon. It's 11 o'clock. Uh-oh, Mike Allen's on here. He's getting ready to do his live. Oh, it's almost 7 o'clock. Mike's going to be doing something here. Facebook's going to recognize that, and that's what you want. So make sure you're consistent with everything that you do, work-wise and time-wise. And then after you post, 15 to 20 minutes afterwards, make sure you're hitting all the comments hard, replying back, loving their comment, replying back with a question, building more and more comments and conversations on your post. And then, you can engage with a couple more people's posts if you want to, but get in the inbox, and you're going to start seeing your stuff go up for sure.
That's awesome. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I wanted to share something with you guys from my phone. Let's see if you guys can see this. Can you see my phone on the screen?
Yep.
Okay. You guys are looking at my new iPhone Max. I just got it yesterday. Pretty cool. So what I wanted to show you, though, is that on Messenger, you can go to Messenger, and at the bottom of the page here, you see where it says 545 in green? That means I have 545 friends on Facebook right now that are live and active online right now. So you kind of want to watch this every day. You want to watch it from morning to night, and you'll see when you have the most people online. And that's probably a good time for you to post, when the majority of your Facebook friends are active, or maybe not so much a good time to post, but a good time to start firing up the algorithm, like Mikey was talking about, like spending 10 to 15 minutes on your stories and 45 to 60 minutes on your 45 to 60 minutes on your news feed. Whenever you have the most people online, I think that would be a really, really good time. Oh, look, there's Jakey. Hey, Jake. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hi.
They can see you.
We love your work. But that is a very, very good time to post, is when you have a lot of people active on Facebook. That is a very, very good time to post. So keep that in mind. And do we have any questions? I want to open up the floor to questions before we break it down. Wow, we got a lot of people here, buddy. Anybody have any questions? Anything they want to ask in the Zoom? I'm checking now, and then I'm also going to check in the Facebook message. Anybody have any questions at all? I'm going to unmute the microphones for everybody. Everybody should be unmuted. If you have something to say, go ahead and say so, please. Any questions whatsoever? Anybody?
It's like a little door that opened up or something.
A door? A circle? Doors and circles? Okay. I'm going to mute everybody again. There we go. All right. Fantastic. Let me unmute you, Mikey. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's no other questions, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for being here and sharing your time with us. I hope you got some valuable information from it. Remember, go through the notes. This recording is going to be at residualbosses.com within the hour, along with the one we did last week. I want to give a special thanks to my good friend Mike and Jakey. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate it too.
Awesome. Well, with no further ado, guys, wait, let me see if I see. What if you have two different activities? Oh, we got a question. Let's see if that is that on our post. Yeah. Andrea Garcia Torrens asks, "What if you have two different activities?" I'm not sure what that means. Andrea, I'm not sure what you mean. But if you have two different activities, then you're probably getting a lot of cardio, and that's a good thing.
Like two different Like
I don't know.
businesses?
Maybe. Maybe she says, "What if you have two different activities?" I'm not sure. There's a delay, so whatever we were talking about, she asked a question about that, but we have no idea what that was. But Andrea, what you can do is just hashtag replay and be more specific with your question, and one of us will get back to you and answer that for you. So, guys, we're 20 minutes over our hour, so I'm gonna go. First thing I'm gonna do is stop the recording, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. And if there's no further questions, we're gonna end this meeting. And I wish you all have a blessed day. Thanks again.